Happy Monday night, everyone. I am sorry I postponed. I was having some internet issues. Thankfully, I think I got it all straightened out now. Crossing my fingers. I should be having Kazi G joining me shortly. Happy Monday night, everyone. Oops. Trying to fix my audio. So yeah, after listening to that shit show today, I felt a need to go a little petty myself tonight. I have now listened to that hearing almost 2 times in full, 1 time in full, and listened to almost it in full a second time. And nothing, it was actually more nerve-wracking the second time, some of it. But I'm going to start with one thing that truly got to me, in a funny way. Besides the judge calling purple Kool-Aid purple head, and attorney 5150's attorney calling him purple head, it was quite funny, quite amusing at times, but also aggravating. I think I experienced quite a wide range of emotions today. Hi, Danny. Making dinner and ready to listen to all my pettiness. Yes, I can't wait to get some of it out because, oh my God, listening to, I think what didn't help was having to listen to that ridiculous, as some people are putting it, Timu attorney of 5150s first, and her bullshit fake crying that she had going on there. That you could totally tell was fake because she would get that, what do they call it? Quivering or throttle, whatever you want to call it, in her voice that made it sound like she was crying. But then as soon as she got mad, that would stop, right? Like with like snap of the fingers. That whole little thing would stop, and you could tell she was pissed. And as a crier myself, you don't just stop crying, first and foremost, like that. It doesn't just stop. Not to mention that if you really cry, you need to blow your nose at some point. It's another thing. Not to mention, it's just her fake cry is so fake that it isn't like, you don't even really need to analyze it. If you know what I'm saying. Yeah, it was insane. Like, I do not understand what she thought she was going to get from this. But the one thing I did clip was this part.
And I did not
question answer. We're going to go back to basics here. You ask a question, you answer it, let them finish.
I was.
She told you to keep quiet.
I wasn't making noise. I was just documenting what happened.
She told you to keep quiet.
She told me to keep quiet? No, she told me that she was going to tell police I hit her.
You document your whole life?
I document a lot of it when I want to protect myself.
I want to be able to answer the question.
Yeah. Counsel, ask the question and then pause. Take a couple breaths. You turn them purple there. Let them answer. And when you answer, sir, just answer the question, and then you'll get another question. And that way, we're not going to be here at midnight.
And you say that you
That judge having to tell her lawyer to take a few breaths because he's turning purple only made me wish I could see the entire courtroom. It's probably the only time I had wished I lived in Massachusetts, at least for one day, so I could have been in that courtroom to truly appreciate what was going on in there. I'm telling you, man, like these. I truly wonder. I was having a conversation with someone earlier today. How she chose her lawyer. Her lawyer, first, is not obviously the best and brightest. Not to mention, he was constantly talking about how this is new to him. So I wondered, I did hear some rumblings about her lawyer not being, or being like a DUI lawyer or something along those lines. And I have seen that he has a 1-star rating on Google or on some sort of I don't remember what platform or what, and where the actual 1-star rating. I don't remember if it was Google or one of the sites that you can rate somebody. Her lawyer had a 1-star rating. And what got my mind going was, did the reason she picked this lawyer, oh, by the way, his name is Thomas Doherty. I think this is it. I'm looking up the site now. And I just got to wondering if he or if she at 5150 couldn't get anyone else to take her case. Hey, Kazi G. What's up?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going. I'm trying to put all the shit that I listened to today together in my head.
Yeah, I know. It was a lot.
Yeah. I was looking up the lawyer. I couldn't remember where I had seen that he had like a 1-star rating. So I was looking it up. So here we go. Someone else asked me too if he was a DUI lawyer. I don't know. So that's why I wanted to look it up, because he kept talking about in court. Did you hear that? Well, I'm new to this. I don't do this court or something. So, and did you hear the judge at that time when he's like, well, we all took the same bar exam. Stop using that excuse,
I
basically.
did. Yeah. Yeah.
So is this him?
It looks like him.
So this guy's name is Thomas Doherty. He's OUI defense. So it was. Someone said that he did DUI cases, so that must be it. And it does say domestics and many other criminal matters. So why did he keep saying I'm new to this then? It does have me wondering.
Maybe he doesn't do these types of proceedings. Maybe he's not familiar with internet type of stuff. I don't know, but At one point, the judge was like, "You might want to stop saying that on record."
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. I did not get to clip as much as I would have liked. I did do this one that I just played. Did you see that one? That I just played where he tells him to take a few breaths. He's turning purple.
Yeah, you're turning purple there, sir. Yeah.
I truly enjoyed that one. And the constant calling purple Kool-Aid drinker, is that the real name? He kept calling him Purple Head.
Purple head, turtle head, like, come on.
I'm just like, this is a shit show. What the fuck is going on here?
Yeah. Yeah, it was something else.
I did not expect anything like this when I decided to listen to this hearing today. And it started like it was right away with 5150 on the stand. Her lawyer, just a fucking mess. And then you add the judge's snarky comments. Like, I wonder if he's like that in every one of his cases that sits in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
But then
Yeah,
you start to think, you start to think about a judge like that who has to sit there and listen to this kind of bullshit all day, every day. It must get old.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I truly think, what do you think of the judge's feeling is about the whole internet thing, the whole streaming / independent journalist thing? It seemed like he was very boomer-ish, as lack of a better term, when it came to all this stuff. Like, he just could care less about it.
Yeah. Yeah, he seemed to be at the beginning of it, he was like, all right, so let me get this straight. He goes online with 200,000 people and they listen to this. Like, he just didn't kind of understand how that all worked, which is fine, but
Right. And it was funny too when Aidan did get on the stand and he's like, I wish I had 200,000 people watching.
yeah.
He obviously doesn't understand the difference between how many people subscribe to his channel and how many people actually watch the stuff he's talking, especially about Meredith. I mean, I think at most he gets like 8,000-9,000 when he just goes on his rants and fun, which is a lot, don't get me wrong, but it's not 200,000.
Yeah.
The way they were making it seem.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of 5150 on the stand today?
I didn't think she was too horrible, except for the selective crying. She wasn't absolutely horrible. I thought her attorney was worse. So I mean that's all I can say about that.
Yeah. I take issue with the fake crying and the in and out of the fake crying to the pissed off. And I actually made a comment in Baker's chat that she must have taken lessons on how to be or how to testify from Jen McCabe, because she did seem to do a lot of the explanations to questions that weren't even asked, trying to avoid the actual question that she was asked.
Mm-hmm. But she also seemed to lie many times that are provable.
Yes.
No, whether or not they were big lies doesn't really matter. She definitely lied, for sure.
100%.
Anyways, give me 2 minutes. I got to go get my Instacart stuff. I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay.
Well, let's go while we wait for Kazi to get back. I'm going to try and find some more specific instances since I wasn't able to truly prepare. By the way, hi Angie. Truly appreciate you guys being here. And I agree. The judge was, I have to admit, the judge had me going back and forth with him a lot. Like, I was like, yeah, go judge. And yeah, he's awesome. And then he would say a couple other things. And I'm like, oh, shit, here it comes. And he definitely was like keeping me on my toes with the back and forth. Now, as much as I truly like Bradle as an attorney, I think he did pretty good with Kelsey Fitzsimmons, obviously. But I think I truly appreciate the judge making them take that break. And him coming back and saying, I have no more questions, and just getting 5150 off the stand. Because I think 5150 is able to make anyone go crazy. And I think she was about to drive Bradle crazy. And I think Aidan, my opinion is that Aidan did excellent on the stand. He stated what he needed to say. He stayed pretty calm, considering, as we all know, he can be temperamental. I think he did 1,000 times better on the stand than 5150 did. Hi, Darth Vader. Says, late, sorry, no idea why I didn't get my notification. I'm sorry, sweetie. YouTube's just stupid sometimes. I'm telling you. Hi, Crazy Sammy. Nefarious. Hi, you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. I truly, I don't know. I had so much to say earlier while watching it that I should have taken notes. And this is my learning experience with this kind of stuff, because I had so much to say, and now it's like not so much at the moment, but I figure if we go through some of it, it'll all come back to me, no problem. So, without watching the whole entire thing again, I'm gonna see what we can find out. What we can find. And thank you, shout out to Broken Baker. I watched it or listened to it with him earlier. You know what I mean, Snaffair? Yeah, it's like in the moment you have so many fucking things to say that I texted Kazi and was like, do you want to do a late night petty? I'm like, I just need to get some shit off my chest, all this bullshit drama, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I could have, if I had gone live during this, I would have said so many things. And then it's like, once you have, even 30 minutes to calm down, you totally forget everything that you wanted to say. So I know we've probably all seen this now at least one whole time in bits and pieces, depending on how many other streamers you checked in with throughout the day. But we're gonna get back into it just a little bit.
Respond to say communication. It's the key. Yeah.
Get past the bad audio.
It's just she picked out all the calls between the two parties.
Between the two parts. It doesn't have other people.
Work, my daughter's school.
Okay, were some of this, did you feel that he was trying to control your behaviors by going on the show and divulging all this information?
Yes.
And to try to get you to stay with him?
These were after we broke up that he started doing this.
Oh, that reminds me. One of the biggest things that she kept trying to squeeze in everywhere she could was, oh, but I'm so afraid. I'm so afraid. Boo-hoo. And I do want to point out one thing. And what because I forgot to say what I was going to say when I brought up Bradle, is that I truly wish that what Bradle had done, being that, especially after watching that ridiculous Timu lawyer question 5150, get into all this bullshit. The judge was already pissed off and done with it all by the time 5150 was off the stand. I wish that Bradle had just put up a timeline or somehow introduced a timeline that showed all the months that Aidan didn't say a damn fucking word about 5150. But yet every day she was posting shit on X, on Twitter, whatever, on YouTube, anywhere and everywhere she could possibly say and do something negative towards Aidan. She did it for months before he said a fucking word. So when it's just this tit for tat almost, as it was kind of presented to the judge, instead of focusing on the fact that she did this for months. And I can attest to the fact that I didn't even know who 5150 was until he went on his 3-day truth journey. I had no clue. All I had known, and because I started watching Turtle Boy at the end of last summer, or well, during the Karen Reed second trials when I first started watching him. But it wasn't until the end of the summer, like September-ish, that I truly started watching him on a regular basis. And the only time I had ever heard the word or name Meredith was when he was like, nope, I'm not going to talk about her. I was like, oh, okay, who the fuck is Meredith? So if somehow he could have shown the judge how much was done to Aidan before Aidan said a fucking word about her, I think that would have been more beneficial than just the tit for tat. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but that was just my opinion on it based on what I listened to and based on the judge's reactions to everything. I just think that should have been more of the focus, because not that Aidan has, he has his free speech. He has every right to say what he wants to say. If you don't like it, just don't listen. I'm like that with everyone. But in terms of this hearing and showing that her coercive control could have showed the fact that he literally refrained from speaking about her at all for months.
Shows because you wanted me to lie.
And in these shows, do the shows ever ask for donations for kids with cancer or any kind of, things that further the public good, or is it just a show where he basically demonizes people online?
He definitely doesn't ask for money for charities on them.
Excuse me?
He definitely doesn't ask for money for charities on his shows. It's mostly just attacking people.
Objection to relevance, Your Honor, whether he raises money, whether he raises money for things has nothing to do with her or this one.
It doesn't.
He's gonna move the mic, Judge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need.
And that's another thing too. This lawyer, the constantly bringing up, shit that had nothing to do with them by her lawyer was crazy. He talked so much shit. He was like he wanted to testify instead of question Aidan. And even his own client at times. That lawyer couldn't shut the fuck up.
that thing amplified?
It does. I can hear her fine.
Yeah, I'm just having a little problem with my military service. I'm gonna have some hearing issues. So speaking to the mic and stuff, right, when you answer questions. So,
Sir, and I agree with Mr. Bradle. What does the fact that his show raises money for kids with cancer? It doesn't. Move on to the point.
yeah,
Move on to the point of the restraining order.
absolutely, absolutely. So these things, so was he basically attacking you on the show?
Yes.
And like how?
He was sharing where I work, where my employer, where my daughter goes to school, sharing our sexual messages, mocking me sexually.
She did all of that, by the way. I'm sure this is said multiple times, but she told everyone where her daughter went to school. She posts pictures of her daughter online. And talking about their lack of what's a fun term I can use? Sexual encounters? Lack of fun during their sexual encounters? Like, who, seriously? He didn't do that until after her fucking meltdown for months.
Mocking my mental health.
All right, and then and who is he speaking to?
His audience and
what's
me.
his audience? Do we know who they are?
I know some of them, but not all of them.
How about someone named Purple Kool-Aid Head or something?
Yes, I know who that is.
So time out for a second. People get online and he just does some filming and they get on and watch him? Is that what you're telling me?
Look at this judge's face. You mean people get online and he just talks and they listen? You know what? It's just like, what? He doesn't understand, obviously, anything about YouTube streamers in any regard, whether they're news, funny, comedians, satirists. I mean, he just doesn't seem to know anything about YouTube. It's fucking hilarious. Like, wait, people just sit there and listen to him talk? What? She's more than a few fries short of a Happy Meal. That's for sure. When Brito snapped at her attorney for the first time, I knew it was going to be a long day, says Angie. Yeah, I knew it was going to be a long day right here. Look at this judge's face, for heaven's sakes. He literally just asks. So he basically gets on camera and talks and people watch that? Like, what? Spicy Burrito is fun to watch. Definitely.
And he'd get on this and throw it online and he'd talk about you.
You have to answer the question out loud.
And 200,000 people would log on to see what he was saying about whatever it is he was saying? Okay.
Okay, and so at one point, did he mention on the show where you work?
Yes.
And did he tell them the address of where you work?
No.
Did he tell them where you work?
Yes.
Okay, where did you work at the time?
8th Street.
Okay, and what happened as a result? Did he say anything about, hey, contact her at work?
Didn't say it directly.
What did he say?
He said where I worked, and then he said horrible things about me, and
Like what?
that I am mentally ill, that I mocked me sexually, that I'm a bad mother, that I do drugs.
Okay, which one of that is a lie? She is mentally ill. I'm not going to go there with the mother thing. I think we all have our own opinions on that. She does do drugs. She admits it on the stand. So, okay. And your sex life sucked, apparently. So, there you go.
Right, but as a result of that, what happened at work? Did anything happen at work?
Yes, his followers and he himself ended up contacting them.
Contacting your work?
Yes.
And how did they contact your work?
primarily on social media on Twitter, but some of them called them directly.
Well,
Yes, I did see that. I did notice that. And I mentioned it when I first started my live, or I don't know when I brought Kazi on, that the 200,000 subscribers that they kept mentioning. The fact he doesn't even have 200,000 subscribers. He's at, or just under, isn't he? If he hit 200K, I wouldn't be surprised. But just because he has 200,000 subscribers, obviously, as we all know on YouTube, does not mean you have 200,000 people actually watching your videos. He gets, during his lives, he gets what? A few thousand? Sometimes, depending on what his topic is, he gets up to 10,000. But the fact that they kept exaggerating it to 200,000 was absolutely ridiculous, especially because she knows that her Twitter had what, 14,000 followers? I think they say on the stand. Oh, he's hovering between 164 and 165,000. So see? Like, it's, yeah. She obviously lies. She lied a lot. And she had a lot of nerve. And I truly wonder, and this is the same thing I talked about the other night, if you were here for my psych night, about I go back and forth with her bullshit, whether she is just that manipulative or if she truly believes her own lies and her own bullshit. I still, even after this ridiculous testimony of hers, I think in certain aspects she's just manipulative. But I truly think in other aspects she is full on delusional, that she believes the shit she's saying. And I truly believe she walked out of court like I rocked that. Like, she has no clue how ridiculous she sounded on the stand today. Normal lives between 5 and 8,000. Hotter topics usually between 10 and 12-ish thousand, and then his highest numbers. Yeah, it's still AJ. Yeah, exactly. I don't even remember how many he had for that. I mean, it was in the tens of thousands. I know. I want to say 40, but maybe that, I don't know, but I know it was a lot. But so yeah, so the exaggeration of the 200,000 people watching is just, it's just bullshit. And that lawyer tried to play it up every time he could get. Every chance he got.
Did State Street Bank have a Twitter account?
Yes.
Okay. And did they have an online presence?
Yes.
And did
I'd have to see I can't remember specifically what he said,
Oh,
but it was,
I object, there's a lack of foundation here. Mr. Carney never contacted her work, and she.
That is where I had said right there, oh, I don't know, I'd have to see. And she did that several times on the stand where she's like, well, I don't know, my stuff is time stamped, you'll have to show me crap that Jen McCabe was famous for, which is why I made the comment that I did, that she must have taken lessons on how to testify from Jen McCabe.
I'm gonna say that she needs to give a foundation for how that happened.
Yeah, where, when, how? Do we have a copy of the contact?
So where did you work?
State Street,
When?
until February of this year.
Okay, and how did he contact you at work?
On Twitter, on one of his many accounts that was impersonating me, he was tagging their social media.
Okay. And how do you know it was him?
Because the account was tied back to his his own billing data, his own email. He told multiple people he was behind the account, and his own expert report that he submitted admits that was this account.
Right. And so,
You can't just come in here with a verbal shotgun.
I'll give it what it's worth. I'll give it what it's worth, Mr. Brillsh.
do you have any?
I love that comment by Bradle, by the way. Can't just come in here with a verbal shotgun. Because she's literally up there saying anything she wants to say, as if it's true. Like, everything she's saying is true, and she doesn't have to prove any of it. Kelsey's interview is at 85,000. That's awesome. So the AJ interview is at 432,000 views, but I was talking when when he did it live, because I did watch that interview live, I think he got up to almost 40,000 or something live viewers during that. It was a really good interview too, by the way.
Did out that from him?
Yes, in there. No,
So I'm gonna move on while you look for that, okay? Did Mr. Kearney publicly identify your employer on this webpage?
yes,
Okay. And did he publicly identify where your daughter attends school?
yes.
And how would you describe the purpose?
Look at the
What was
judge.
the purpose of the show? Like,
Watch him roll his eyes.
how would
Right there.
where your daughter attends school?
Yes.
Watch his eyes.
And how would you describe the
Did you see that? He totally just rolled his eyes. Watch it one more time.
purpose of
Yes.
And how would you describe the purpose of, what was the purpose of the show? Like, why would he go on about you?
Because
Do
he
you
was,
have any idea?
yes, because he was upset I wouldn't continue to lie about him. It happened for a long time since.
This judge is
Did you
like,
make-
I'm already done. I'm already
relevant
bored.
to why he's going online and going crazy on her online and terrifying and destroying her life. So it's certainly relevant. He put it in his affidavit. I don't know why.
Okay,
You asked
go
him,
on.
what it
Go.
said.
Continue.
Please, Judge, I'm a little leeway here. I hear you. I know there's a lot of material here. This is crazy. I get it. But you need to understand what's happened here and what's continuing.
I really don't. I need to know whether or not the elements are met in a 209A order. I don't need to know everybody's ins and outs over the last 3 years and who allegedly did what to whom when. What I need to know is, are you going to meet the elements?
Right there is when I was like, sweet, this judge is on it. Like, he's gonna be, oh yeah, rock on, judge. Like I said in the beginning, is that I went back and forth with this judge. For the first part, mostly I was like, sweet, I love this judge. This judge is, yeah, he's getting that she's full of shit. But he also made some comments that went the other way, that you're like, oh, fuck. But if you look at his mannerisms, like while he's sitting there listening to this, you can just see him gradually getting more and more perturbed, for lack of a better word. He's rolling his eyes. It's crazy.
So do you feel that did he threaten you because you uploaded
Baker
things
put on
into
his
this
wig.
Google Drive?
No,
And did he report you to the Holden Police Department and try to make out a criminal complaint against you on that issue?
yes, almost a year later.
Right. And so the issue of And you've demonstrated to the Holden police, well, no criminal complaint ever occurred here, did it?
Objection, Your Honor.
I'm waiting for the part where we come to the 209A, which is what we convene this courtroom for today.
Right.
I get it. It's bad blood. And it has to do with people posting stuff.
That was it. He said bad blood. I made the comment in Baker's chat. Oh my God. He was like, oh shit, the judge used a Taylor Swift reference. Because as we all know, 5150 is the biggest Swiftie. She just loves Taylor Swift. And he used a Taylor Swift song. I know there's bad blood. I was like, oh shit. She probably wet her pants just listening to him mention, her hero song title come out of that judge's mouth. I swear to God. Yes, bad blood. As soon as that judge said, I get it, there's bad blood. Like, I'm like, fuck, he just used a Taylor Swift reference. No. Oh my God. Hey, James, what's up?
And not posting stuff and maybe stealing stuff. It doesn't matter. The question is, where do we stand today?
Yes, Your Honor, all of this contributes to the element of coercive control of my,
Starting when?
starting from the beginning.
So their first date.
Not the first thing, but I would say after they broke up, like she said, in July of 2025. And then is when all of this.
So let's start hearing about how he coerced her.
Right.
Why don't you ask a couple questions about how he coerced her?
So, did he drag you into the Holbrook police station on an allegation that you?
Did he drag you? Okay, right there tells you everything you need to know about this ridiculous lawyer that she hired. Did he drag you into court or into the police, whatever he says? It doesn't even matter. Using the term drag, he did that on purpose. Bullshit. Monique G, what's up? I don't know what happened in the chat, Darvader. Aw.
Uploaded confidential information. Objection.
What's your objection?
Did he drag you in
Yeah.
there?
Well, did he-
One of the questions.
Did you get talked to by the Holden police as a result of things that Mr. Kearney told them?
Yes.
Okay, and what did he tell them?
I told them I stole a phone extraction, I stole a watch.
She did, by the way.
I don't remember what else, a bunch of other things that didn't result in any charges.
Right. And the phone extraction, what was that from? Do you know?
Yes, it was unimpounded discovery in his open criminal
Okay,
felony.
and
Oh, you know what? Sitting here watching Baker, there is something I wanted to go over as well. We all came here for some pettiness and some laughing while we wait for Kazi to come back. I watched a video this morning that made me laugh so hard that I was literally crying. And I mean crying. It was so fucking funny. So in case you haven't seen it, I did ask in advance if I could play some of Broken Baker's videos, and he did say it was no problem. Let's get our laugh on because this is hysterical.
Okay, girls. Quick one. Are we streaming tonight? or not? Twitter keeps asking, and I've already been out there dunking on people saying we're going to stream. Turtle Boy's done. I don't know. I'm kind of over it. I know Jen is going to get pissed at me, but just the same show week after week. Can we drop it tonight? Well, I was
say that gets me every
I was like
fucking
thinking maybe we could, I don't know, talk about how, Turtle Boy, he's not like, very nice, and maybe just mention how
he can't stop
Jen
with
is so much like, and Kate's nice enough to be back, but Aidan, I don't know, maybe could we, you guys, maybe we'll get Lash back. Well, we better stream tonight because I got my hair done, and Turtle Boy is a walking trash fire. Every day, I hope he stops his toe, because ever since he fired me, I don't know what to do with myself. And
I'm checking.
the Bleach didn't take the lice. Can we at least try not immediately going there? At least try to pretend that we have something positive. We are always just talking about Turtle Boy and how dumb they are dumb. But we try to not come off as massive see you next Tuesdays. Oh, Tuesday, that's my name. But like,
I can't with the fucking hair.
you guys, maybe, I don't know, we could make a show focusing on how amazing Jen, like, maybe, I don't know, did you hear those guys online? They're being so mean to me. And
Oh my god.
can we just, you guys, and Kate is a guest today, so maybe we need to do a show because Jen yelled at me, and you guys, I don't like it. What? Are you all helping Aidan out? I didn't get this new hair trying to be as beautiful as possible to come on your show, and then we're not streaming. Do you know I have all the evidence? Do you know? Damn lice. Do you know? This time Aidan is done. We're gonna get him. We have to get him. That's Aidan is the reason why I can't have a nice couch. Well. Now Kate is all angry. Maybe
idea.
Maybe we should just cancel the stream tonight, or should we? I don't know. Maybe not just do another stream where we're ranting for 3 hours, yelling at everyone else. We could. Anyone want to play a game? Or we can always say that, like Game of Life, Jen is always the winner. Do we have to yell about Turtle Boy? It's getting a bit stale, and I've been on Twitter all day yelling. Can we just hang out and be friends? Oh, you guys, you want to be friends? I haven't had a friend since the lunch lady in my high school, and the pigeons that normally would just steal my French fries. I really wish to have friends. Maybe Jen, would want to be my friend. And instead of all the toxicity, we could just, maybe try not to come off as complete a-holes for once. I'm just like, I never had a friend. And you guys playing a game. Everyone always give me the Uno reverse when I'm trying to say something. I wish I had friends too. I thought Jen was my friend, but she's just using me to sit here and shit on other people. I cry most days when I'm done with the streams because I have to be so hateful. Could we be more like the cool kids? I wish I could be like Emily C. Just have fun and wear a wig. Maybe I should change my name from Drama Llama and become a nice person. Oh, I wish I could be like Emily C too, but I don't want to wear wigs. People who wear wigs on streams are a little weird. He doesn't wear a wig. He's just nice. Imagine if we didn't have this deal with Jen where we have to shit on everyone. I don't want to stream tonight. I've had enough. I have so much hate, and now I don't have any hate anymore. Can we just be good girls?
Can we just be good?
Oh, you guys.
Confused day.
I wish we could be more like the fun people, not having to sit here all day and... But I think let's just tell Jen that no more foreskins. From now, it's gonna be the fun skins. What do you say, girls? We can do this. Let's drop the stream tonight. Let's stop the hate. And Monday, the fun skins are gonna be here. And we're gonna be playing games, making sketches, but not wearing wigs. Wearing wigs is only for losers.
It's only for losers. All right, so oh my god, I'm crying again. Sorry guys. It's so fucking funny. There's another one. There's actually several that I have not seen that I went back. Thanks to Moni G, who pointed these out. These are just hysterical. You gotta watch these.
And
all right, where to go? What the heck?
because me and Kate, because she's a... And when I feel love, I blush. Because there's so much hate out there. So much. And we saw it yesterday with the misogyny provided from the Wilbur. All of these men hating on women. I've seen the pictures, not one woman. Emily C, who claims she's a woman, can we believe her? I thought Johnny Depp was a woman, but apparently it's a guy. Horrible that men take roles from women. Were these searches recently published by whom? Well, the horrible man called Jason, who is also being sued by my girl Lynn. So remember, contribute to her defense fund. And when I feel love, I blush. Because there's so much hate out there. So much. And we saw it yesterday with the misogyny provided from the Wilbur. All of these men hating on women. I've seen the pictures, not one woman. Emily C, who claims she's a woman, can we believe her? I thought Johnny Depp was a woman, but apparently it's a guy. Horrible that men take roles from women. Were these searches recently published by whom? Well, the horrible man called Jason, who is also being sued by my girl Lynn. So remember, contribute to her defense fund. And when I feel love, I blush. Because there's so much hate. Because she's a strong woman who was abused by Aidan. The cops couldn't see it in the video, but we know it because she said so. Believe all women. Because she's a strong woman who was. Me and Kate will be trying.
I literally never saw these because I didn't start watching The Broken Baker until the end of last year. I didn't find out about him until the end of last year. And stuff like even Aidan has stuff on his, I have on my playlist and I want to go back and watch. But thankfully, someone pointed them out. Moni G, thank you. Yeah, he did a really great job editing that one. Oh my God, it's just perfect. But these little ones, I don't know. I really want to go back and watch some more of his and just laugh my ass off. When I talk daily, as you guys know, I recommend every day that no matter what you're going through, find yourself a couple minutes to do something, watch something, do anything to make yourself laugh or smile. And this is the kind of stuff. And this is why I love watching The Broken Baker. It's just pure laughter to watch this stuff.
To put on a show at the Wilbur in the near future. Look out. Tickets will be put on sale. It'll be a rendition of the vagina monologues. And all of it will be lip reading. So get seats on the first 2 rows if you want the full experience. When me and Kate Peter will do a silent lip reading show of the vagina monologues.
Oh my God. Hey Kazi, welcome back. Did you see that video, the foreskin video that Baker put out yesterday?
I didn't.
Oh my God. Okay. I know we just watched it while you took a break, but I'm going to play it again because, first of all, it's so funny. I'm sure everyone will enjoy watching it again. And second, I want to get your reaction because it's that funny. Like, no joke.
Okay.
So, hold on. Let me pull it up again. Oops. Oops, wrong one. I literally laughed so hard I cried twice.
Okay, girls. Quick one. Are we streaming tonight or not? Twitter keeps asking, and I've already been out there dunking on people saying we're going to stream. Turtle Boy's done. I don't know. I'm kind of over it. I know Jen is going to get pissed at me, but just the same show week after week. Can we drop it tonight?
Wait till he gets to Tuesday.
Well, I was like thinking maybe we could, I don't know, talk about how, Turtle Boy, he's not like, very nice and maybe just mention how.
Did I lose you, Kazi?
No, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. I was like, because the funniest thing about this video is actually seeing it. So I just wanted to make sure you can actually see it. And I will wait for you to come back if you can't, because it's that you just have to see what he's doing with his hair and shit, his wigs. So funny. Oh. Thank you, Kazi. Here we go.
Jen is so much like, and Kate's nice enough to be back, but Aidan, I don't know, maybe could we, you guys, maybe we'll get Lashback. Well, we better stream tonight because I got my hair done and Turtle Boy is a walking trash fire. Every day I hope he stops his toe because ever since he fired me, I don't know what to do with myself.
Look at the means that he named them. Swamp Hag.
The Bleach didn't take the lice. Can we at least try not
Maybe.
immediately going
Charlie
there?
Rachel, hey guys.
At least try to pretend that we have something positive. We are always just talking about Turtle Boy and how dumb they are dumb. But we try to not come off as massive see you next Tuesdays. Oh, Tuesday, that's my name. But like, you guys, maybe, I don't know, we could make a show focusing on how amazing Jen, like, maybe, I don't know, did you hear those guys online? They're being so mean to me. And can we just, you guys, and Kate is a guest today, so maybe we need to do a show because Jen yelled at me, and you guys, I don't like it. What? Are you all helping Aidan out? I didn't get this new hair trying to be as beautiful as possible to come on your show, and then we're not streaming. Do you know I have all the evidence? Do you know? Damn lice. Do you know? This time Aidan is done. We're gonna get him. We have to get him. That's Aidan is the reason why I can't have a nice couch. Well. Now Kate is all angry. Maybe we should just cancel the stream tonight, or should we? I don't know. Maybe not just do another stream where we're ranting for 3 hours, yelling at everyone else. Anyone want to play a game? Or we can always say that, like Game of Life, Jen is always the winner. Do we have to yell about Turtle Boy? It's getting a bit stale, and I've been on Twitter all day yelling. Can we just hang out and be friends?
You can't. You're damn right. We have to yell.
You guys,
Eternal
you want to
line.
be friends? I haven't had a friend since the lunch lady in my high school, and the pigeons that normally would just steal my French fries. I really wish to have friends. Maybe Jen, would want to be my friend. And instead of all the toxicity, we could just, maybe try not to come off as complete a-holes for once. I'm just like, I never had a friend. And you guys playing a game. Everyone always gives me the Uno reverse when I'm trying to say something.
Hey, Barbara.
I wish I had friends too. I thought Jen was my friend, but she's just using me to sit here and shit on other people. I cry most days when I'm done with the streams because I have to be so hateful. Could we be more like the cool kids? I wish I could be like Emily C. Just have fun and wear a wig. Maybe I should change my name from Drama Llama and become a nice person. Oh, I wish I could be like Emily C too, but I don't want to wear wigs. People who wear wigs on streams are a little weird. He doesn't wear a wig. He's just nice. Imagine if we didn't have this deal with Jen where we have to shit on everyone. I don't want to stream tonight. I've had enough. I have so much hate, and now I don't have any hate anymore. Can we just be good girls? Oh, you guys. I wish we could be more like the fun people, not having to sit here all day and... But I think let's just tell Jen that no more foreskins. From now, it's gonna be the fun skins.
Skins.
What do you say, girls? We can do this. Let's drop the stream tonight. Let's stop the hate. And Monday, the fun skins are gonna be here. And we're gonna be playing games, making sketches, but not wearing wigs. Wearing wigs is only for losers.
So good.
I'm sorry, my hair seems to be a little gnarly today.
I can't. I could probably watch that 15 times in a row and still laugh my ass off. When I first watched that video, I was laughing so hard. I was literally bawling my eyes out. And now I've just watched it twice in a row, and I can't. I laugh so hard, I'm crying. My stomach hurts so bad. It's so funny. I wish that I had, I literally wish I had half of the talent that you guys have when it comes to making parodies and having witty comebacks and doing stuff like that. It's so funny. I truly enjoy it. And I just absolutely love the wig. He is a funny guy. Oh, Kathy G, did you get all the knots out?
I'm trying. I'm doing my best. Hear that? That's
called crusty hair, unfortunately.
I don't even want to know what's in there to make it crusty.
Small animals and jism.
You got something about Mary hair going on there.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Do you want to hear something funny? I posted somebody on X some ridiculous comment, I think under Baker comment about twisted panties, and I posted a screenshot from my live when we pulled up her live where she had her channel name spelt wrong. And I posted a picture of that, and I was like, she doesn't even know how to spell her own channel name, which tells you all you need to know. And someone, I don't know who it was, but someone posted under that, said, did she realize and change it? And I was like, or no, she said, did she ever change it? And I said, she never even knew it was spelled wrong. Like, I don't know even to this moment if she, because I don't watch, I've only watched what we watched here, making fun of the shit. So I have no clue if she ever even realized she streamed for almost 4 hours with her name spelled incorrectly. Were you on stream with me, Kazi, when we saw her literally turn over or look back behind both her shoulders when she's like, oh, raise your hand if so-and-so, and she literally looked behind both her shoulders like she saw people in an empty room? Oh, you're muted.
I don't remember.
Don't remember. Okay.
What was it?
I was streaming because most of the time I talked or watched her stream was when you've been on with me, and I was trying to remember where we saw this, and because she was literally streaming and she was talking about something, and she's like, raise your hand if, and I can't remember what she said, but it was basically like, raise your hand if so and so, basically like if you hate Turtle Boy or something like that. And she literally looks over her left shoulder and then looks over her right shoulder as if she's looking for some people in her room to raise their hand. And you're looking at like, who are you looking at? There's no one in that room with you.
Oh, yeah. I do remember that. Yeah.
She's just a loony.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Moni G says, I'm waiting for Kazi to bust out with gypsies, tramps, and thieves. Is that a song? I don't know that one, Moni G.
Brando's going to start attacking the wig in a minute.
Oh no. Just like the sweatshirt tags or tassels. Yeah. All right, well, let's get back into a little bit of this hearing. This judge, I'll tell you, whew, it's almost like he checked out within the first 15 minutes, I'll tell you. He was not having what goes on in this court.
So did that phone extraction get uploaded into the Google Drive that we were talking about earlier?
Yes.
At his request, right?
Yes.
And you told that to the police, right?
Yes.
And as a result, they did not charge you with a crime, did they?
Correct.
Right. And that was one of the incidents where he coercively controlled you, right?
Right.
And then did he go online later on that night? Or since then?
Gone online every single day
Right.
since November about me.
Right. And I'm going to show you Mr. Brillsh. I show you a document. Please look at that and look at me when you're done. What's that an image of?
A Twitter post
From who?
from me.
And what's it from you?
One of them is from me, but the video is from somebody else.
So is that from Aidan Kearney? Where'd you get
No. This is somebody else's YouTube channel.
that? Is that one of his followers?
No.
So what's it talk about? Grand jury being leaked?
He brought this in as one of his exhibits.
You what?
He brought this in as one of his exhibits to imply I was leaking grand jury.
Right, this came
But
from,
this isn't me.
right, so this is his submittal to you for this hearing that I want to use it as our exhibit, but this is what he's saying you did, leaked grand jury minutes.
Trying to
Picked
get
up the wrong
more of,
document.
here we go, judge's remarks.
What is it?
And who's the person associated?
As our exhibit. This is his submittal to you for this hearing that I want to use it as our exhibit, but this is what he's saying you did, leaked grand jury minutes, right?
Yes.
I moved to.
I gotta stop you right there. I do know Share Music. Thank you very much. I just didn't know that one. I know that, hey, I got you, babe. And I also know this one. Do you believe in life after love? And I'm not going to sing because I'm tone deaf. You would not want to hear me sing. But I do know. Oh, I just noticed the misspelling. How dare you not know Cher, Scarlett? I do. I just didn't know that one.
It's their exhibit.
All I just heard from the witness is that one of these is her tweet or whatever it is, and one of them is from someone that she thinks is associated with him. So I don't even know what it is.
Okay.
What is
so
it?
What is it?
And who's the person who actually posted it?
Where did you get that?
You're mixing
Where
it
did
up.
you get that document?
Counsel,
Mr.
she's trying
Brillsh.
to tell you picked up the wrong document.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm sorry. So
I got it.
he's
okay.
new to this, and his lawyer's been with him for 3 years. So
I got it.
give me a
Hold on.
second.
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
Why don't we get the right document?
So what is it? Let me show you that. Take a look at that document. Tell me what that is. If you recognize that document.
This is Mr. Carney on his show last week, sharing my address.
Sharing your address.
Yes.
Okay. And what else is he saying about it? What else is it? Address.
This is him showing my address. This show he spoke directly to me while this.
She has some nerve bringing this shit up. Oh, he doxed her. First and foremost, she told people where her daughter went to school many, many times. Not to mention, she's pot, meat, kettle. Like, seriously? How many people is she doxed now? She's going after Erica Walsh now? Like, seriously.
Order was in place, said that nobody should be friends with me. He's going to keep calling them out by name to totally isolate me, and anybody who
So
supports me.
he's trying to coerce people to stay away from you, right?
Objection to the form of the question.
What does he do, ma'am? Have you seen the episode or the show or whatever he's calling it? Did you watch it?
Yes.
What does it say? What's he doing?
She didn't want to admit
You
that.
put your home address out there?
Oh. Did you hear that, Kazi, where she didn't want to admit the fact that she watches his show? She's like, yeah, she realized.
Yeah, which is insane because, I mean, come on.
Yeah. She lied about so many things. I'm surprised she just didn't say that she didn't watch it, because she lied about so many other fucking things. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yes, while the order was in place just last week. This is like the
I'll get there. I'm sorry, Judge. I know you want to cut through it, and you're much more experienced at this than us lawyers are. But we'll get to that, Judge. Now, when you came in here to get an ex parte order, Judge Velez, right? Was that the judge?
Yes.
And she impounded that affidavit, right?
my affidavit.
Your affidavit. She impounded that, right?
Yes.
Because it was a one-party hearing. And what is this he's showing on his webpage?
This is his affidavit, which wasn't
Right.
impounded.
His affidavit, right? From his ex parte hearing the next day or a couple of days later when Mr. Bradle came in with him, right?
Yes.
And is that his show that he's showing you there? Is that what he looks like when he's on his, internet
Yes.
experience there?
Yeah.
And is that a fair and accurate representation of him pointing at and
Oh,
talking about his affidavit
yes,
and all of
Moni
his
G.
content?
Thank you for remembering. I saw your comment in, I think it was in Baker's chat, where you said that you see judges like this there or have seen them. Is this normal for a judge's behavior in probate or family court? I truly, oh, what happened? Kazi?
Yeah, somebody pointed out that I left a letter out of Brando's name, so I had to fix it.
Oh, gotcha.
Does it look right now?
It looks right to me. I didn't even notice it the first time.
No, I left out a D
Oh, gotcha.
in my haste. So
I was asking Cheryl, do you know, and maybe you know, is this how judges normally act in probate and family court, or is this abnormal? Like, because this seemed a lot of like Judge Judy-ish.
no, I think this was I think this guy, as far as an RO order was pretty fair. Jesus, Brando. All right. Was pretty fair. If it's a criminal trial or whatever, they're more careful and they let in a lot of different stuff and they give a lot of different leeway. But I thought this judge was great. I mean, he wanted to get this resolved today, and
Yeah.
And I think he was going to do whatever it was going to take to do that. So no, I thought he was good.
I truly think he was good and fair. I truly do. I was just so surprised by the hot bench, so to speak, that he was even more than just a hot bench. He seemed like he I don't know. I'm not used to seeing judge. I've never really seen a judge act like this besides on TV.
I think
TV shows.
I think the hottest of his bench was was toward her attorney. I mean,
Oh,
he
yeah.
had to, I mean, geez, he like had to, you know, at several points. I mean, he took a couple issues with Bradle, but not nearly the, you know, opinions he had towards her lawyer. I mean, you know, it was lopsided. So
I completely agree. He was actually the most silent between all of them was when Bradle was questioning Aidan.
yeah, that's right. Yep. Yeah, visibly.
Cheryl says he is just a regular judge. He's not family or probate court. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought this was isn't this probate court or no? This is what court is this then? It's not criminal court.
No, this isn't probate court. Probate court deals with family issues and things of this nature, right? This is not that. It's criminal court to a you know, to a degree, but either of them at the end of the day would have been locked up or charged, right? So
Right.
it's just it's more of a magistrate / judge type of proceeding, I think.
Huh.
Yeah, it wasn't civil. I mean, there was no tort claims on the line. There were no you know, money to be had at the end of the proceedings or judgments for money. So I don't think it was civil either.
So Cheryl says no, just district court. So she says, I've
Yeah.
never seen anything but criminal there. So it's just weird that this would be considered a criminal court then. I mean, I guess technically, if you're seeking an RO, you're accusing someone of, I don't know.
Right.
I guess I don't see it as an actual crime, but
It's
I don't know.
criminal in a way. In other words, if you went into a municipal or district court, they would be hearing other criminal matters, and then things like this would pop up. So I think it's done in a criminal court,
Right.
although at the end of it, there aren't criminal type of you know, repercussions that you're going to get. You're just going to get an order to both of them, none of them, one of them. You know what I mean? So
Right.
kind of one of those things.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I know it's like I know family and probate court are normally like custody or, you know, husband wife kind of thing, but I just in my mind I didn't see how it could really be a civil or criminal court. So I guess I assumed that it would
kind
be.
of in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
And I could be wrong about that, but you know.
Well, it seems like Cheryl says the same thing. So I guess just district court where it would be considered a criminal court in a way, but yeah. But this I do have to say though, I truly agree with you. I felt though that did I ask you this? I'm sorry, my brain has been full of so much shit today that I forgot because I've talked to Moni G about this as well. Did I ask you about how I felt about, or did I talk to you about how I felt about like if Bradle had just put up a timeline versus the tit for tat kind of thing he had going on? Because I truly felt as if as much as I respect and really love Bradle as an attorney, I think he got kind of swept up by 5150 bullshit on the stand and was actually thankful when the judge forced them to take a break and he came back and was like, I have no more questions, and got, you know, just like get her off the stand. But I feel like they could have done some. I feel like he could have had a better thing and made more of an impact if he had said or done some sort of be able to admit some sort of timeline that showed that she did this for months before Aidan said a fucking word. Like,
Right.
You know what I mean? It just seemed like it was a tit for tat in court, but it didn't seem like they were trying to point out the fact that she did this for months and months and months before Aidan said one fucking word about her.
Right. In trying to do that, even though he might have tried to make a clear timeline, the judge would have been like, well, I get what your timeline means, but what does this part of the timeline have to do with the order? You know what I mean? There still might have been the same problems. So it's hard when you go into court like that because, yeah, you don't want to do a tit for tat, but you kind of have to do a tit for tat, you know?
Right.
So,
I get that.
that's why it's such, that's why skilled lawyers are so important. You know what I mean? And stuff that we think is super relevant to this case. According to the judge, a lot of it doesn't mean shit. He's like, just show me how these two people are physically afraid or
Right.
coercively controlled by one another, but other than that, I don't want to hear it. And it's kind of hard to tell the whole story without telling all the other stuff that we know about. You know what I mean? Because
Exactly. Yes.
we're so privy to it, but the judge is like, trying to wrap his head around what a live stream is. You know what I mean? Well, hold on. Let me stop you for a second. There are 200 some odd thousand people listening to this.
Yeah.
You guys just talking about this type of stuff. It like blew his mind. Right?
Yeah, he did that right in the beginning when he was
Yeah.
like, wait, you mean he just goes on and talks and people watch?
Yeah, he was a totally foreign concept to him.
Yeah.
So, we know all this stuff. We know why it's important because we follow it. Meanwhile, the judge is like, just tell me why either one of them are afraid of the other one. Just tell
Right.
me, please. And then, as time went along, he's like, oh, Jesus Christ. The third party stuff and this and that. And, Broyles who never even uttered a word.
Chapin.
Yeah, who never even uttered a word. Just testified.
What did you think about that? Did you think that was do you think that was necessary for Just to testify?
Well, yeah. I mean, because it shows that 5150 was claiming that all these things, people reporting her job was at the behest of Aidan. And what she went up there and said was, no, I did this on my own because I looked at the situation and I'm a journalist and I called there on my own. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I do think it was important for her to do that. Paul Purple-Headed Kool-Aid drinker did not.
Purple head.
Purple head, turtle head, just everybody's the head, right? He didn't. But she fully admits, yeah, I did contact her work. I did send them an email. I did that on my own. I thought what she was doing was gross. And I also looked up their policies and procedures regarding social media and social media posts. And she ended up getting fired. And, Aidan Carney didn't tell me to do that. I did that on my own. So that I thought that was important.
Right.
That she testified. Yeah.
I just wondered what you thought. I mean, because I guess in the way I was looking at it was, it seemed more from your point of view. I get it more because I was more focusing on how he was just the fact that she's the one that almost like she was the one that reported her to her work, not Aidan. But just because Jess did doesn't mean that Aidan didn't. And I was looking at it from that point of view. Like, but that I definitely get what you're saying there. So I was actually surprised that two things. One, that no one did testify, including Jathan, for 5150. And then two, I was surprised when Aidan actually got away with saying what he did about him on the stand. He's just someone that sticks his nose in everyone's business, basically.
Well, I mean, he's right, and he's allowed to
True.
testify to that, on cross-examination. He's allowed to have open-ended questions, and he's allowed to answer them. But the other thing I wanted to say was nothing produced in court today showed a clear path of Aidan contacting her work. I mean, nothing was in evidence.
Exactly.
So and now, maybe there is for Jess, but Jess is over here. She's like, I'm just an independent person. I saw what was going on. I looked at the policies and procedures of State Street, and I sent an email, and yeah, I might have had something to do with it. What are you going to do?
Right, exactly. Plus, she was able to state that she did it because of what 5150 said about her, about Jess. It had nothing to do with Aidan. So, and that because she constantly wanted to say that everything that other people did was at the direction of Aidan, which is a bunch of bullshit, as we know.
Right. People can just see it for what it is, and they act on their own. It's very easy. You don't need Turtle Boy to direct anybody. They just see how absolutely vile she is, and they do their own thing based on that. You
Yep.
know.
I need some Z's. She says, or I don't know if needs some Z's is a she or he, so I apologize. But it says, Kazi, did you see Lana's stream that was scheduled for an hour ago that she changed to tomorrow AM that was titled something about the expert report? In the chat, she claims that she got info about it.
I don't know. Well, based on what we saw a few days ago, because really the expert thing was not really entered in. I don't really think they needed it.
No.
But also, so it was pretty clear a few days ago that Lana was sent the impounded affidavit by 5150. So I would imagine after court today, 5150 wasn't go on and post it herself. She's got very little help, so she probably sent it to Lana.
Yeah, they say the reason I bring it up is because I thought the exhibits are impounded at this point, and the judge did say that. He said it. Everything, all of that stuff is impounded as of today until Friday, he said.
Well, we'll see. Well, I mean, we'll see what she's got to say. So I told you this Leanna chick was dangerous, and well, here she is.
She's crazy.
And dangerous in the fact where she just spreads lies. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I don't mean dangerous. I mean dangerous to this cause because she just lies every day about everything.
Yeah.
And goes after victims. There's no victims here, but in the past has done nothing but go after victims, try to exploit them, and then establish nonprofit organizations for people like the Watts family, Chris Watts, his defense team.
Yep.
She's got such wild theories. She's a true asshole. but she sees value in it. And I guess there is a market out there of people who do as well. So let's just try not to meet those people on a daily basis and stay away from them because they're scary.
Yeah. And I've said this to you, I know many times, that what scares me more than someone like her doing this kind of shit for money are the people that are in her chat believing the crap she's spewing and throwing money at her.
A lot of them do. There's some of them in there that are just like, Lanny, you're insane. You know, you don't make any sense. And but there are a lot in there, yeah, that just send her money. Lanny, you're amazing. You know, you're a truth teller. Keep doing what you're doing. Like she's just a tragedy pimp scumbag. That's all she is. That's all she is.
Yes. Well, I'm gonna briefly go through this really quick and see if I can find any good spots, because obviously it's not fresh in my brain. Is there any other points that you can think of that you would have wanted to talk about?
I don't know. Let's just keep it going.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step out for a minute and do something with the cat, and then I'll be back. If I hear anything, we'll bring it up in a few minutes.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Judge,
Know the character of him.
again, we got elements. I'm looking at the form.
All right.
Elements.
So is that a fair and accurate representation of him talking about the affidavit and the restraining order?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Need some Z's? No worries. Never have to worry about interrupting or derailing, as you put it. I fully welcome anyone's opinions, whether they're the same or opposite of mine, as long as it's respectful. And if you have any questions, always please ask. I never apologize for interrupting or even taking us off topic, because that is how I like my channel. I like to just interact with you guys, talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. So no worries there. Okay, James, have a great night's sleep. Sweet dreams.
He bad mouthing you in that video.
Yes.
Calling you stupid, calling you this, calling you saying don't follow her, befriend her, whatever the young people do.
He was saying that nobody should be friends with me, nobody should support me. And he said it was funny because nobody came to court to support me last week, and he's the only one with friends anymore. And everybody's afraid of him, so they won't come support me.
Okay, so, all right, so I move to introduce Exhibit 2, Judge.
Witnesses attributing statements to Mr. Carney.
We can play the video.
Here's my,
Here's the deal. I can admit the piece of paper, but the piece of paper doesn't say anything.
Can I see that? I haven't
Yeah.
seen that one yet. I could just have
does it, is it
In
more
counsel-
evidence of him coercively controlling you? Answer the questions.
Yes.
So this is a paper where Mr. Carney, a screenshot of his show where he's sharing his affidavit to this board.
Okay.
So if we want to, put pieces of his affidavit into evidence, I would propose that we put his entire affidavit.
Well, you can do that whenever you want. I mean,
I think it is.
what's the court even supposed to do with that? I mean, quite frankly.
And that's my question. What is that offered for? I don't understand what it's offered.
Exhibit 3.
Well, it has, Your Honor, it has her address in it. He's telling people.
Well,
her
that's of
address.
some evidentiary value. Is her address posted on his site?
Yes.
Yes, and it was impounded, Judge.
Not impounded. His affidavit, which was never impounded.
Yeah, but it has her address in it. He's giving her address out to all these.
No, I get
crazy
your argument.
girls.
I get your argument. Exhibit 3 over.
I think, Judge, it's a public court document that it has.
And how much impounded
Was your
stuff did
client's-
she release?
Affidavit impounded.
No,
So it's a public record.
absolutely.
It's a public record.
Absolutely. I'm not saying that, Judge,
But it
that's
doesn't mean that someone should. It doesn't mean someone should be posting it. That's the question.
And posting her address, Judge.
That's what I was implying. Okay, that's Exhibit 3.
Right.
I thought we had 2.
Exhibit 2, Judge, I'm sorry.
Okay, Exhibit 2. That's right. The other 2 got.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It will be marked as Exhibit 2.
Hey, Maitland.
No, I'd like to play that video if I could for the.
Sure.
Great. I gotta have my assistant help me out here.
Sure.
These younger people are a lot more sophisticated than I am on this internet stuff. She's more sophisticated than you.
Special treat. I got the FTR audio of her first hearing when she received the order. I'm gonna listen to it with you guys for the first time, because this is my first time hearing this. We're gonna listen to it, and she always, they keep bringing up her stupid lawyer, like, oh, he's talking about it, and this is publicizing it. This is what I do. She knew this when she signed up to date me. She knew that I was in jail because of my last relationship. Again, this is my first time hearing this. This is a different judge. This is Judge Brillsh. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I understand that there's no freaky here, but I think to me there's supposed to be a pattern here. To
Objection, I am, but if you stop me.
Judge, good job it, and let's hear the objection.
So setting.
How do you stop it?
Very sorry, she said. I mean, what is this, a therapist? What is it?
This is the FTR, and you might recognize it as I do, it's Judge Brillsh on there, the recording from the first ex parte hearing that she was at with Judge Brillsh, and how that can be relevant here today, where we look at everything all anew. I object, and I think it's also another way to get around if there are some allegedly disparaging statements that my client said about Judge Brillsh.
I think what this shows,
get him in front of
yeah,
Well, there's two things here, Judge.
well, there's one that I care about, and one is he continuing to apply pressure to her? I mean, that's the question.
That's the question. And not only that, Judge, remember, he's got a cross order.
And he's got 200,000 people, and he's allegedly putting her address out there?
Judge, and he'd also applied for an order saying that he's
Senator-
afraid of her.
It's his stream from the other night. As far as I know, that was the one that brief one there when he said, no, I forgot what he said, but I'm pretty sure it was his stream from last night or last Tuesday, whichever what it was this past week.
And convinced another judge in your court to issue him an ex parte order. And so it's relevant to show the court his demeanor and the way he treats
You're
this,
welcome,
and
Prince
why
Leonard.
he's not afraid.
How long is this? Just a minute?
It's not very long, Judge.
Keep going.
Start playing.
Fear is still an element. Fear is still an element.
Yes, but not that he's
Oh,
afraid of
Judge,
Need some Z's. I haven't heard anything why the judges are different. I know that she saw a different judge than he did when they did their initial TROs. Now, why this, I have no clue. If anybody does know why there was changes in judges here, let us know. Hey, Genuine. Just the judge on the docket that day. Okay, gotcha. Thanks, Maylin. I know they do things so wonky in Massachusetts. The way that they change judges, even on the same court case. It seems like it would derail things having a different judge every time you go to court. In my opinion, that would just be crazy. But they do a lot of crazy shit in Massachusetts, as we know.
this is 3 days ago.
And this is,
Yeah, let's go. We're listening.
There's apparently a pattern of what? I gotta hear this. I'm sorry you're going through this. Now my blood's boiling.
There's definitely a pattern of harassment. It's willful, malicious, strictly vicious. You went to the police, are they doing anything? They said to do an order.
I object, Your Honor. This is showing,
No, I understand.
what happened at an ex parte hearing where Mr. Carney was not there to defend himself. The judge is expressing opinion.
He's the one who put it out in the public domain, and what was the point of that? And his point is, he had a purpose in putting this out there. I'm gonna let him play it.
What's wrong with the judge? He's encouraging people to bully you. So they didn't want to put in writing why they fired you, she says. Because they will be like sued by her. That's what she said. Please. She's lying. I was told it was purely because of feminine oversight. I can't wait for her to be cross-examined about this. Like, this is not Twitter. I want you to realize this. She's gonna have to be cross-examined about this. Do it. I can't wait. I reported my property. She's a big stink there, calling it up today. I'm like, stop hiding shit. Stop it. Like, why did they not give the Zoom code out the other day? Enough of this shit.
Okay, I've seen enough.
He's like, I've seen enough. Look at his face.
So you call it the one where he threatens you a couple of days ago,
That was a couple days ago.
whenever it was. What's this next video show?
Tries to go after my work.
Pulled up, kids. You gotta stop.
Hold on, hit pause. What
Yep.
is this?
Yeah, hold on, I gotta, shut it off. Okay.
No, I told him to stop. When you ask her a couple questions.
So in preparation for this, you submitted another video, did you not?
Submitted a lot of videos.
You did, but this next video, what does this next video depict? In threatening you?
The last couple months before he started doing the shows about me in November, where he's saying you have a job, you have kids, and he said being left alone is not an option. And I tell him I just want to be left alone. I don't want anything to do with
Right.
this.
And this is him trying to coerce you into staying with him and controlling you.
Hold on, you don't get to testify. Can someone please ask when was this video from?
Testify.
When was this video
That's what I said in the
audio
beginning.
recording taken?
Her lawyer literally wanted to just tell a narrative, not even ask his client questions. He did the same thing to Aidan when Aidan was on the stand. Absolutely insane. And then has the nerve to say, well, I'm not used to this, or whatever he says, I'm new to all this. And the judge is literally like, you need to stop saying that. It's not doing you any favors. And then the best part is when he's like, you took the bar the same as all of us.
October 2025.
And who recorded it?
I did.
And why did you record it?
Because I needed to for my protection. He called me threatening things, and I was worried he would eventually follow through on his threats to get me fired. So I wanted this. And he was also trying to frame me for recording Karen Reed. So I wanted evidence that he was the one who recorded her.
Okay, but so notwithstanding, hold on.
Do you have this?
This is a call that we contend, and I think she just admitted it, that she illegally wiretapped my client without his consent or knowledge that this phone call was recorded. It was intercepted, to use the statutory language. And it is the subject of her upcoming court hearing for wiretapping. So whether, she's trying to take herself down and bring Mr. Carney with her, I don't know what's going on here, but she's basically admitting to this court
So damn
subject
stupid.
matter of the upcoming wiretap.
Is there a magistrate hearing set?
It is, Your Honor.
When is it?
It's 14. So I don't know what's going on here, but I don't even know if she knows she's doing that, but I think it's probably important to put that out there before this court. And I don't know what they're doing.
Counsel, your client just took the stand and admitted to one-way recording.
Your Honor, my client,
I understand why she may have done it. I understand everything, but that doesn't mean it's not illegal.
well, it's not illegal if he knew it was being recorded, and he did. And that's the bone to pick at the clerk's hearing. But nonetheless, it's posted all over the internet. She got it from his website too. He played it on there, and they got the exhibit themselves. They're using it. They brought it in. That's where we got it.
So they're also using it as an exhibit, is what my point
Right.
is.
You plan on using this as an exhibit?
No, Your Honor.
It's in your exhibits you gave to us.
Right, it's in it.
Was it part of your discovery?
Yes,
Okay, there's a difference between an exhibit list and a discovery list.
Yes,
right.
we're not using it.
As a discovery list. But
There may be testimony about it, but I wasn't intending on.
we can move on. We can move on. There's plenty more where he's threatening you. Show the next. Well, don't play.
Why don't you go to the next video?
Yeah,
I had a lot to say. I talked a little bit about it the other night, about the whole being fired thing. Number one, Michigan, and I just found out today, Massachusetts is an at-will hiring state. You can get fired for no reason. Okay? You can quit your job for no reason. And the jobs, if you don't know this, a job, say she goes and tries to get a new job. And that job wants to get references and calls her old job. That place cannot sit there and bash her online usage or say we fired her because she is a nuisance online. All they can do is basically say, yes, she worked here from this to this. Yes, she or whatever, she did her job or she did it well. And that's it. So even if they put it in writing anywhere why she was exactly fired, anyone that calls them for a reference for her for a future job or whatever, it's not like they can go into that. That is not allowed. And Need Some Z says, in my opinion, there's no way it's not in writing why she was fired unless they decided to put on paper that she wasn't fired and that she resigned or something as a courtesy for her to get another job. Exactly. And I talked about this the other day on my stream as well, that I was in a position like that, didn't have anything to do with this kind of crap at all, where I was forced to resign for a reason that, I did so, and I will talk about it one day. But it's not for tonight's stream. But it was something that, my boss hated me. She wanted me out for quite some time. And basically I was blackmailed into resigning. So yeah, they could have said to her like, "Hey, you got a really bad rep online. You're putting our company in danger. We won't put anything in your record if you want to, peacefully just go." Or they could have verbally gave her the reasons why. The thing is being an at-will employer, it doesn't matter. They can fire you at any moment without reason. Moni G says, after this, I want a drink called the Spicy Judge. What do you suppose would be in that? What do you guys think would be in that? A drink called the Spicy Judge. When I hear spicy, I think of like a Bloody Mary. And he did use the term bad blood. The bad blood spicy judge? I don't know. Bloody Mary. Darvader says Fireball whiskey and a Red Bull. Well, I can't do Fireball anything. Any cinnamon. My first time ever getting wasted, big mistake, was on fire water. Now I can't even do cinnamon candy. It makes me sick. See, Moni G, our brains see, great minds think alike. She went the Bloody Mary route. Need Some Z says, I can relate to that. Yeah, the job thing, I mean, let's put it simply. She got herself fired. Because even if for some reason, I don't believe this is true, but hypothetically speaking, if Aidan did call her work or contact her work somehow, if what he said wasn't true or didn't shine a light somehow on 5150 and how she's presenting herself and representing her employer, which is what you do the minute you are hired, which is why when social media became what it is today, every employer has some sort of policies and procedures regarding social media behavior. Do you know how many nurses and techs and that I've seen fired in the healthcare field because they did something online? Even something as simple as taking a picture of an empty trauma room after a trauma patient left, just to show what the room looks like because of how much activity goes on in a trauma bay. There was no documentation, no patient in the photo, nothing. They took and posted one picture of an empty trauma bay and got fired for misrepresenting that person's employer online. Even though it wasn't misrepresenting. Trauma bays are a mess after you have a trauma patient come in, because you have doctors and nurses and techs and x-ray techs coming in and out of one room, constantly doing all these things at once to save someone's life. Of course the room is going to be a mess afterwards. And this was years and years ago that I saw this happen. So by now in 2026, where anyone can find you online pretty much, if you have a social media account, you need to reevaluate what you're posting online. And we all know how much time 5150 was spending online. The constant Twitter, the constant tweets. She was on TwitTwat all day and all night, whether she was making posts, talking on someone's spaces, then making her own YouTube lives. It was absolutely incessant. Her craziness. So, sorry, I'll get off my soapbox. Oh, Need Some Z says, I had the same experience with peach schnapps. Thankfully, it wasn't peach. It was because I really like peaches. I like peach flavored stuff. I love the Simply Peach juice. It's one of my favorites, if not my favorite. So I don't know what I do with not being able to. But cinnamon candy, yeah, no. Any fake cinnamon. I can do a cinnamon and sugar. But anything like that fake cinnamon candy flavor, look. Yeah. Yep. Ever since I was, 17, 19? I don't even remember. I remember it was over New Year's or Christmas break during college. I was on the U of M campus. A friend lived in one of the fraternity houses. I spent the entire evening watching the Christmas tree bounce up and down before I ended up in the men's communal stall on the floor, no less. How disgusting. So wasted, praying that I would throw up, that I could vomit, and I couldn't. To then passing out and waking up to my best friend at the time smacking me in the face, saying, "Do I need to call 911?" It was really bad. Yeah, exactly, Mona G. The thing is, they don't need a reason. It was an at-will job. Exactly. So, yeah, going back to the whole job thing, it doesn't matter. And that was my point. That even if, for some reason, Aidan had called them, it doesn't matter. But we know he didn't. He didn't call them. And he sure as hell doesn't have control over everyone in his chat, like she tried to say as well. He controls them. Bullshit. Maylin, are you talking about Jack Daniels or something? I just saw that. I'm like, what?
Go to the next video.
No, Meredith O'Neill.
Hold on,
Stop.
you can't play stop. You can't just start playing.
So what is this piece of evidence, Miss?
These are some of the first shows he did on me to his audience.
Okay, when was that?
In November, December, and then some of it's recent, just as recent as this.
So it was November and December of 25, and then
November and December of 25, after you broke up, right?
Yes.
okay.
And what does this video depict?
Him degrading me sexually, mocking his health, sharing where I work, where my daughter goes to
When you
school.
say degrading you sexually, what is he doing? Threatening to put a video out there?
No, he's sharing some of our sexual messages from when we are together, and then laughing about some with.
He's posting this to 300,000 people.
The testimony was 200,000. Don't give him an extra 100,000.
Yeah. Well, I only gave you 2,000.
Because apparently in some world, that's an important thing.
Yeah, I understand, Judge. So, and where did this video come from?
His own YouTube shows.
His own show.
Okay, so these are his words. Go right ahead. Hit play.
No, Meredith O'Neill is a vice president at State Street, just to be very clear. And State Street. Now, our kid was going into freshman year at Milton High School. Her and I had never had sex reverse cowgirl until that night when she wanted to film for the first time, and she wanted to do it reverse cowgirl because she had seen Daddy likes that. Like it was, and that happened. That was a real
Look
thing.
at his face.
And here's like another. I know. Sean's doing everything they saw. Yeah, exactly. Like I know. It was so awkward. And like, picture of it, she did the same one.
Was it awkward though? Because you didn't have to look at her eyes.
Stop. You know, it's like I didn't. You know, I miss your. Oh no.
Oh no, babe. No.
Yeah, it's like.
Hold on, I want to stop that. I want to stop.
Like,
Who's that female?
Jessica Machado.
And who's Jessica Machado?
She's another YouTuber and a journalist. She's reporting here today. She's sitting over there.
She's in this courtroom?
Yes.
She's proud of it. Okay, let's go. Okay, continue play.
Sorry.
Well, this was on a break. Like we were on a break. And it was like,
I just see his face.
oh, I can't read that part. Like every sexting was like this. Like it was just so awkward and forced. And you know, like it's just so generic, ladies. This is not how you sex. I miss your huge dick inside of me. You'll say that.
So hold on, let me stop that. It's just so. So this.
And you try to be freaky. And just
please. So this is the kind of highbrow stuff.
No. Ask a question. You don't get to. We'll have arguments at the end.
How did it make you feel when you heard this?
Humiliated.
Okay. And what else?
Scared about just my daughter seeing this or my family too.
Okay. All right. Continue.
What about all the daughters and sons and families of the people you posted shit about? Huh?
I wasn't sure if I was gonna show that one, but it was just you had to see it, you know. Like when I hooked up with her, when I was having sex with her, I thought about.
Okay, I've heard enough of this. I get the gist.
I want her to know that.
I get the gist. Introduce it as an exhibit. I'll listen to it in chambers. It doesn't need to be broadcast to the world.
Thank you, Judge.
I've had enough.
Well, as you see, there's a camera broadcast.
Well, she's not going to have all of it.
Thank you, Judge.
And just so the parties are aware, my intention is I'm going to be taking these exhibits, so no one's getting copies of them until I'm done. So I might as well say it. I'm impounding it until they're not impounded.
Thank you, Judge. Next video. Was there any other videos that you were able to capture?
If you want that video to be an exhibit, you got to get it to me in exhibit form.
Yeah, we have a thumb drive with all the videos, Judge, and you can go through them. And
there's only been one introduced.
Right. So I understand so far, Judge. There's more.
You know, Judge, I think both sides submitted thumb drive of kind of everything. So court has, I think, everything, and then I think later on maybe someone and I should get together and tell the court.
Exactly.
I'm giving this hearing another hour. It's 2 hours for a 209A hearing, which is about 2 hours more than a 209 hearing gets. Okay, and the decision's going to be made tonight or tomorrow. So give me the exhibits you have, and I'm all ears. I mean, quite frankly, everything that's been introduced so far would have just been done in the first 30 seconds of this hearing.
Well, I'm not very sophisticated lawyer, Judge, so I apologize.
You might want to stop saying that on the record, sir.
I don't really care. But a reputation speaks for itself, Judge. In any event, Your Honor, so we have a thumb drive, Judge. We'd like to introduce this video. What's the date of that video, Ms. Shuck?
It's several dates. The end is in March too, where it's telling me to other things.
Right. Are there more videos of him, going online and besmirching your character and saying horrible things, embarrassing things, painful things, and terrifying things about you?
Yes, they're all on the thumb drive.
Mr. Bradle, do you have a copy of the thumb drive that they're talking about?
Yes, sir.
Do you object to me having that thumb drive?
No.
Okay, the thumb drive is Exhibit 3.
Thank you, sir.
And I hope that'll be the same on my end too, when it comes around to my thumb drive.
Well, I'll keep it in mind, Mr. Bradle.
Excuse me, getting a copy of it? I need a copy.
The same copy that was previously provided.
Do you have, Madam Clerk, do you have it?
I have a thumb drive in the file. Is it the same as some previously
There was
provided?
a couple additions that I've signed.
Yes, we'll give him this one. This has all the new ones on it too, right? Yeah, we'll give him this one.
Okay, we'll mark that thumb drive
yeah.
as Exhibit 3 when you're done with it.
No, I don't know if you want to continue playing videos, Judge, or if
No,
you're
they're now evidence.
Okay.
They are now evidence. Once they're introduced and he didn't object and they're before the court, they're all evidence. It just means I'll be listening to them in a cozy office instead of in a courtroom.
Okay, very good, Judge.
Doesn't he say at one point like he needs
Okay.
large
There you go.
TV and
Thank you.
popcorn?
So,
That's 3. Okay.
so collectively is 3, I suppose. So, so ma'am, in addition, so these videos, right, that he puts out there, are these published out to the internet, like to whoever, is turned on by that kind of thing?
Yes,
And you're aware of that, right?
yes.
And how does that make you feel when he says all these, and there's more videos that we're not gonna play here in court.
They're exhibits though, they're in.
Exhibits, though. How did playing those exhibits make you feel?
Right now it makes me scared because he already got me fired and now he's trying to prevent me from getting another job by labeling them with my full name.
Okay, so so we've established essentially that he's putting all this stuff out there, including most recent court proceedings in this court, right?
Yes,
And saying things like, I can't wait to get into court, to get that bitch up on the stand again, or something like that, right?
yes. He said he couldn't wait to get here and this is a big day for him.
Right.
He's excited, not scared.
Now, last time we were in court last week, there was another gentleman in the court, right?
Yes,
What's that guy's name?
Paul Bidendale.
Okay, and where's he from?
I believe Maryland.
Right, and Mr. Kearney thinks he's got a YouTube show too?
Yes,
What's he got, 1,000 followers or something?
I think something like that.
Something like that. And so what he does,
Question.
where did you see him on Aaron, on this Mr. Kearney's show? What's his show called, by the way?
Purple Kool-Aid.
Oh, hold on. Let me clean this up. What is Mr. Kearney's show called?
Turtle Boy Live.
Turtle Boy Live. And what is, how do you say his name? His friend?
Purple Kool-Aid.
Purple Kool-Aid. What's
Purple
that's the name
Kool-Aid,
of
Purple
this other
Head.
gentleman's
Call him
show?
Purple Head.
Correct.
And Mr. Kearney,
Crazy
But-
Sammy one.
that guy's show on
Popcorn,
his
but
show.
she's already in bed and brushed her teeth.
And what are some of the things that Purple Head said on Mr. Kearney's show?
What did
broadcast
Purple
to other
Head
people?
say?
Objection, Your
Well,
Honor.
it's in the video evidence, right?
Is it already in? So I'll see it.
The relevance of what someone else says is.
Except it's alleged that your client published it to 200,000 people. That, okay?
If publishing something doesn't mean you adopt it.
Nope,
Show it to someone,
nope.
You know, and
I don't think he did it because he was in love. It doesn't sound that way.
In terms of using it to show someone, it's protected by the First Amendment to do so.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You know, Judge, I anticipate.
You know what? It's in evidence. Both parties agreed to let me watch it. We're good.
By the way, the SJC full time First Amendment, when it violates the statute, you can't use it. It doesn't protect it when you're violating statute, which is what we're doing here. It is coercively.
Thank you for the lesson in constitutional law. I've been there, done that.
Brian and
That's
I gotcha.
the one.
I gotcha. Okay, let's move.
Thank you for the lesson in constitutional law from a lawyer who admittedly says, I don't know what I'm doing in this courtroom. So fucking ridiculous. Like, oh my God, her lawyer is, he needs a new job. Judge is playing Sudoku. thinking more like Minesweeper or Solitaire. Nefarious says, I think the judge was watching Melanie Baker, Will, or Law Girls. Yeah. He probably wished he was doing anything besides sitting on that bed.
Move on. That's evidence. What other evidence do you have?
So, well, that's in evidence.
And during your closing, counsel, you can talk about all of, but she's on the stand under oath. Ask her a question. And when you're done asking her a question, he'll have some questions.
So, Mr. Leo, at some point, did you try to lash out against him online?
I was trying to defend myself against the lies he was telling about me.
Okay. And did you threaten him tit for tat? Like,
Oregon Trail.
I said I would share the truth.
And,
oh my God, Maylin.
And did you?
I haven't thought about that game in a really long time. I used to love the Oregon Trail way back on our DOS computers, on my Tandy, whatever. We would play it because I was in this, like, I hate saying it. It was called Tag. It was Talented and Gifted. So after I skipped a grade, I was in this group in elementary school that was for, I don't even know how they picked the people for this program specifically, but if you were part of that program, you got like computer time. And back then that was a big deal. Computers were just starting to come into the schools in the late 80s when I was in elementary school. And playing Oregon Trail. And then in the 90s, before I went to junior high, and then into junior high, when I got to play around with Print Shop, holy moly, I was in heaven. I was like, this is so awesome. I get to play with this stuff. But the Oregon Trail, dude, if you never played the original Oregon Trail with the black and white dot matrix, whatever going on, holy crap. Good game.
Hey, Scarlett.
Yeah.
Hey, I've been working on my car all day.
I know. How's your hand, by the way, real quick?
What's that?
How's your hand? I wanted to ask you how your hand's been doing.
Oh, it's better than it was earlier. It's still a little jacked up.
Gotcha.
I think I got a contusion on it or something, but
Oh.
But I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I don't blame you, sweetie.
So I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna take the cat and go to bed.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. I'm probably not going to be on much longer either, because I know I normally sleep or at least get a nap in during the day, but I was up all day listening to this bullshit.
No, I know, it was crazy.
Yeah. Well, I truly appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, but thank you for having me here. As little I was able to weigh in, but oh man, I'm so tired. And I got to work on it again tomorrow. So,
what part of the car are you working on?
Oh God, it's hard to explain. It's electronic power steering that Ford offered between the years of 2008 to 2012, and it's a real like awful engineering mistake of Ford within those years. And I had to take the entire steering column apart.
Oh wow!
And it's still pretty much disassembled, and I have to assemble it in the morning and see if what I did actually worked, which it may not. So, yeah, it's just for the past 2 days, it's been nonstop. So,
right. Well, again, thank you, and I hope that you get a great night's sleep, Kazi.
Thank you, and again, thank you for having me. If you go live tomorrow, we can. I'll go on with you for a bit. But anyways, thank you so much, and thank you to everybody in chat.
Sounds like a plan. Tomorrow, just so you know, I am doing my live tomorrow for KR since I postponed. It's Jessica Hyde tomorrow, and then Wednesday we start 3 days of Bukkake. So
Oh God. Okay.
I'll send you a link and you can just join if you'd like. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
All right. Have a great one, Kazi.
All right, everybody. Thank you.
All right. So, yeah, the MS DOS. I knew how to program those computers. Yeah. Oh yeah, Angie and Maylin streamed the actual hearing earlier, as well as Baker. And then I know Danny, when he got home from work, went over it. I was listening to Rat House Media when they were live, but I was trying to get stuff together for my stream, and then I had a couple other things to do, but I was listening. I just wasn't able to chat. Same with Baker, listening to this thing all day. I was lurking. I was listening. I listened to the entire thing in Baker's chat earlier, or in Baker's stream, but I didn't chat a whole lot. Just I was trying to get some stuff done, and but it definitely kept me awake when I normally would have taken a nice nap in the afternoon. So I totally get when you're tired, because normally I try to stay up all night on my nights off work. As you guys know, the few nights a week that I work my regular job, I work midnight. So on the nights that I don't work, I try to stay up. But I think tonight I too am gonna join everyone who is getting ready for bed and having some sleep. Crazy Sammy says they're going to bed too. Got to get going. So I think what I will do is pause here and tell everyone thank you so much for joining one of my petty nights. And I look forward to the next one. The next time I'll need to at least make sure I make notes so that because I had so much to say. I know I mentioned this earlier, but I had so much to say during and right after listening to this hearing. And then a couple hours goes by and you kind of forget because you end up focused on other things. Your somewhat adrenaline has gone down from the initial craziness of it all, and it's not the same. So I need to make sure that I make notes so that the next time I feel the need to go petty, I know exactly the things that I wanted to bring up. Because earlier today, holy shit, I kind of wish I had been able to stream live with Angie and Mei Lin because they were on it. And I probably would have had a lot to say, although we may have still been streaming it, because if you had to pause every time I had something to say, we probably would have never made it through. So, with that being said, you Nefarious watched on everyone's channel. Thank you guys for watching it. Some of it again with me. We will go over more of it. I'm thinking I'm going to clip some more of the most egregious moments of this hearing. So that way, if you want to hear my opinions about some of these crazy things that went on, we don't have to watch the entire thing again. But it was definitely entertaining, to say the least, as bad as it is to say that something that is actually horrific for Aidan to be going through. The judge did, and her Timu attorney truly did make it somewhat entertaining, as much as it was blood pressure raising and blood boiling at times. It was entertaining. Yeah, the judge's face, I took a couple clips. That's how I made, if you guys saw my thumbnail, I made the with the quotes the two main quotes that I had from today with the purple head and him telling her lawyer to take some deep breaths because he was turning purple. Oh my God, I was cracking up. I love you too, Prince Lover. Thank you guys for being here. You guys are so awesome. Nefarious. Darth Vader, thank you. You guys all sleep well. I just want to make sure I got everyone. Talk to text in your notes on your phone. I do that. That's a really, you're not the first person to recommend that to me, but I always forget. So you know what? That's the note I need to make to myself, is to start making voice notes. Such a good idea. I'm going to do that. Thank you, Nefarious. Maylin had a lot to say too. Yeah, I'm going to go watch you and Angie, see what you had to say when I go relax for the night. I'm sure we had a lot of the same thoughts, Maylin. Nefarious, yes, it was great to see everyone's reactions, and as always, yeah, I think I always think of Next Witness. Now when I see things, I'm always like, I'm so anxious for her videos to come out, to see that way, because it's hard to watch something over and over and over again, especially the entire thing, but you always want to see how someone reacts to it. And that's why her videos are so amazing. What she does with them is just, it's great. Oh, Prince Lover, that's right. The glare, I did stop in the glare for a couple minutes, but that was it. I had my monthly milestone chat, so I did send him that. But I didn't get to watch his. Says he was not showing it audio only. Oh, audio only. Yeah, if you were only listening to the audio, then you missed this judge's reaction. Oh my God. I couldn't have imagined not seeing the judge's face and his reaction to things. It just made it that much more crazy. Yeah, the turning purple was hysterical. He's like, take some deep breaths. You're turning purple. I wish we could have seen the attorneys on the camera, but at least we did get the judge. This will be a banger. Yeah. So Nefarious says, I hope she makes one of this. This would be a really good one, especially because of all the people that did stream it. I know Melanie did too, and Glare and Baker. And Rat House Media, of course, went over it. It's like everybody, I'm sure, had a lot to say, especially about 5150 and her bullshit and fake crying and all of the above. And the purple head. I mean, there's a lot of moments, a lot of good moments in this trial. Or not even trial, hearing. Ugh. Zach, I didn't even see you. Night night. Well, thanks for stopping in. Oh, Runkle's watching it right now. Oh, see? These are the people I love to see their reactions, but it's like, how many people can I watch? I can only watch one person at a time. Just never enough time in the day, which is, again, why I absolutely love Next Witness and what she does with her videos. So anyways, I truly appreciate you guys all for being here tonight. I hope that you all have a wonderful evening. Get some sleep. And I will see you guys here tomorrow at 1 o'clock when we start Jessica Hyde's testimony in our rewatch of the Karen Reed trial. So you guys, thank you again. I love you all. Good night. Bye.